everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is the most exciting time on YouTube right now, and that is Christmas. I thought how fun to kick off Christmas here on my channel with a Christmas marathon. From my videos from last year, I'm going with a totally different theme this year, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So I thought it would be really fun to put together all of my Christmas videos from Christmas 2021, put them all into one video for you to enjoy, and then when Christmas decor 2022 happens, we can really compare the two. I'm going full traditional. You're gonna see red and green in my house, and I could not be more excited. So go ahead, grab yourself a cup of hot chocolate, coffee, and I hope that these videos inspire you. Enjoy. I was really anxious to get these garlands up on my windows right here, and so I decided to go ahead and start with that. These garlands are amazing. If you guys missed my last Christmas video, I will make sure to link that down below. But I went specifically to Walmart for these garlands and they were sold out, so I just jumped online and they actually shipped to me within 2 days. Pretty impressive. But what I loved about them is they are so simple. It had the added detail of the pine cones, and they were less than $15 each for 9 feet. So if you guys are in the market for very simple, realistic looking garland for an amazing price, definitely check these out. And all of these twinkle lights, I went ahead and just zip tied the battery box to one end, and I was able to conceal it with a curtain. And these actually have a timer, so I put them on. They will run for 6 hours and then turn off for 18 hours, and then they will come back on all on their own, so I don't have to worry about turning them on and off. I've been itching to get this garland above my window hung. I love this one. It is so full and seriously, it looks so real. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. Everything there for Christmas and for fall is 50% off. So it was marked $49.99, but of course I got it for 50% off of that. And this was the last one. I feel like I hit the jackpot. And just like my other garland that you just saw me put together, I just ran some twinkle lights around it and then set the timer. And then I'm just gonna add this beautiful black velvet bow that I also picked up from Walmart here in the middle to just kind of disguise the hook. And I just used a 3M command hook, and I believe this holds up to 3 pounds, and it just worked perfectly. A super affordable way to update some of your frames that you may have already in your home is to go onto Etsy and just search, you know, Halloween or fall or Christmas, any season really. And then you can pick up some of these beautiful frames. They have a few different colors from Target, and these are just $13. It is such a bargain for these, and it comes with the matting and everything. So I just bought this beautiful print off of Etsy. It was only $3. And then I had it printed at Walgreens for under $2. And then I was able to just swap out the print that I had in here before. And this looks like a very expensive oil painting, and it was under $5. Even with just the garland up, it's already feeling so cozy and festive in here, but now it's time to bring some green to balance out the room to the other side. So I'm just hanging these 24-inch, it's just like a basic green. I don't know if it's like a cypress or like a fir, but it has pine cones, and these were less than $13 from Walmart, and I picked up 2 of them. So I'm just gonna hang one of these wreaths up on my pantry, and then the other one here on my storage closet that goes right under my stairs. And then I really want to share with you guys a fun little DIY. I actually did this last year, but this year I'm going to dehydrate my own oranges. I bought them last year, but you guys, it is so simple. So I'm gonna show you how. First, go ahead and preheat your oven to 200. Grab yourself a baking sheet and some parchment paper. And then my store was out of the larger oranges, so I just got the clementines and they worked perfectly. And I'm just gonna take a handful of them and just go ahead and slice them into thicker slices. And then all we're gonna do is slice up quite a few of these and then lay them out on the baking sheet, and then we're gonna pop them in the oven. Before I continue any more decorating, I do like to decorate in a clean space. So you always want to make sure that you're cleaning an area before you put down any type of decor. So with that said, I really need to wipe down this stovetop, and then I want to show you a really delicious simmer pot recipe. I make this every year, and I actually remember my mom making this as like growing up and stuff. And so it's very nostalgic to me. And if you're one to not like to burn candles, this is perfect for you because it's all natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dawn Power Wash and my Sponge Daddy, and we're going to scrub down this oven and get it all squeaky clean. And then I'm going to share with you this recipe, and you will see everything that you need right here. One thing I did was, these are the scraps from slicing up my garland that I didn't use, so I thought it was so perfect. There was no waste. I went ahead and put them right into the pot with a few handfuls worth of cranberries. I cut some fresh rosemary stems in there, and then a few cloves and cinnamon sticks. And then we're gonna pour in, I think I just did a tablespoon of vanilla and 2 cups of water. You're gonna light up your stove and put it on low and just let this simmer. And my whole house started to smell like I've been baking all day.
We
laundry season, I love to swap out these cleaners that I keep readily available right here by my sink on my kitchen counter. And I was so lucky and I was so excited to find the Mrs. Meyer's Snowdrop scent in store. I didn't have to order it online, and it's the first time I actually seen it in store, and I've never actually smelled it before, but I've been wanting to. It's my favorite scent, even more than the Iowa Pine. I'm so excited to be able to use this all winter because it does last me. And then anything I had left from fall, I actually end up moving it or combining it with my other soaps and stuff. So nothing goes to waste here. I just swap it out since it's what you see. So we're gonna go ahead and take this multi-surface spray and we're just gonna wipe down these counters right here because this is where I was doing my simmer pot and doing my oranges. My 2-hour timer went off, so I'm just gonna check these oranges. I pulled them out and then I decided to go ahead and just put them back in and turn off the oven and then just let them sit in the oven until I was actually done cleaning and decorating for the night. And they were absolutely perfect. I left them on the stovetop after I pulled them out of the oven after I let them sit for a while and just let them sit overnight on the counter, and they were absolutely perfect. So they came out exactly how I imagined. This is actually the next day. I don't know if you guys could tell in those clips, it was actually after dark. So I went ahead and just threw in the towel for that day and decided to go ahead and pick up the camera and just pick up where I left off. I got these Vinnie wreaths for so cheap at Hobby Lobby. I think they were originally $7.99 and then I got them for half off of that. So I'm just taking some of this jute string that I already owned and I am going to hang them from the backs of these bar stools. I am on the hunt for some beautiful velvet thin ribbon, but I feel like that is all the rage this year. And I went to a couple different stores today and couldn't find any, so the search continues. So you guys will have to stay tuned for a part 2 where I really bring all the decorating you guys are seeing me do today home. This is just the beginning. I'm just getting started. So make sure you guys subscribe, and if you're liking this video, I would love if you could like this. For some reason, YouTube does not push my content, and I feel like no one ever sees my seasonal stuff like my fall decorating and my Christmas decorating. So if you're enjoying this video, drop me a comment, like this video, and definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. I was definitely in need of some fuel, so I went ahead and made myself a festive cup of coffee really quickly before we moved into the next space. And I'm just gonna fluff out the pillows and straighten up all the blankets in here because I will be swapping out some pillows and making this couch a little bit more festive, and I love how it came out. This blanket I've had for maybe like 3 months now, and I use it year round, but it looks so great out here for Christmas. And then the same pattern throw pillows, I just got those about a week ago, and they are just, again, so perfect for Christmas. But I'm gonna be swapping out these light blue pillows for some reindeer ones, and it just all comes together and looks so beautiful. I also wanted to let you guys know that you are seeing a new coffee table in today's video. The other ottoman that I had, it just was not cutting it for me. It was beautiful while it lasted, but I ended up picking up this coffee table from a friend who is moving, and so I got it for a great deal, and it is exactly what this room needed. So I just brought it home today as you guys are watching me wipe it down here, and I'm just so excited to style it and decorate it for Christmas. We're not doing it in today's video because I just love to take my decorating slow and not rush the process, so that will definitely be in my next decorating video. We are finally going to tackle my fireplace mantle. This is the main focal point of the whole downstairs, and it is what sold me. When we looked at this house, this just open floor plan, none of the built-ins or shiplap or shelves were here. We actually did all that right after we moved in. We actually built that pretty quickly because I just envisioned it. And this is my favorite place to decorate in my whole house. So we're gonna get to this mantle, and first I'm gonna dust it off. We're gonna add some garland and some more twinkle lights. You guys should see this place at night. When I'm completely done decorating, I will do a little home tour, and I will make sure that I put in like after dark and just the glow of everything so you guys can see the final result. But I'm definitely a person that moves things around quite a few times until I feel like it looks right. So stay tuned for a home tour. Behind the scenes, I think we're gonna put up the tree next, but this is where I keep like all of my throw pillows to store them. I think that's gonna go upstairs. This is Holly Jolly. It's so gorgeous. But this is the state of my house right now. And this just is what happens when you decorate. There's my tree. And then I'm pulling out stuff that I think I'm going to use, and then whatever I'm not, I'm just kind of like leaving in the bins. I think I'm going to do like a coffee bar at some point, so stay tuned for that. That's stuff that I used last year. And then I have like a thing of the Christmas ornaments and some other random decor I'm not going to be using. I actually think I'm going to donate it. And then I have some other stuff kind of staged here. That way I can easily see what I have and I can just pull from it. And then this is where I was decorating from yesterday. A lot of this is stuff that I got from this year, so it's kind of in its own little separate pile. So I have stuff that I'm be using on the tree, for my tablescape, for the kitchen, some of it for the shelves, maybe the coffee table. So that stuff is over here. But yeah, my house is definitely seen better days right now, but this is just kind of what the process looks like. So I don't want to show you guys just the beautiful. I want to show you guys the mess as well. I'm keeping it real here, but yeah, let's go ahead and tackle this tree. So overall, this tree is very easy to put together, but one thing I will say I don't like about the newer trees is that when the different sections plug into each other, it's more of like a prong, like it has two prongs on it and they're really tiny and you have to match them up with the right one. And it's not like a traditional plug like they used to be. And so you're not seeing my tree lit up because it was seriously frustrating me trying to figure out where the plugs were and which ones went where. So I'm actually gonna have my husband do that, but I'm definitely going to get this tree all set up and begin to fluff it out. This does take me some time. So I have a lot more fluffing to do, but that's what I'm going to work on right now on the tree, and I will not be decorating it. What I will do is I will decorate it after Thanksgiving with my whole family. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a part 2 to my Christmas clean and decorate. If you guys missed part 1, I will make sure to have that link down below for you. But today we're going to go ahead and just basically pick up where I left off in my last video And last video was a great start, but I was really excited and inspired to go ahead and bring my vision home, and I'm super excited to share that with you in today's video. So if you guys came here for maybe some cozy Christmas ideas, or maybe you guys just like watching people decorate, you've definitely come to the right place. To go ahead and kick off this video before I jump into decorating, I wanted to get some fresh cinnamon rolls going in the oven. I love to bake while I decorate for Christmas, and these will be for breakfast the following morning. So I went ahead and just got those all prepared, and we will pop them in the oven and ice them in just a few minutes in today's video. But let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to do some light cleaning and lots of decorating in today's video. So go ahead and grab your cup of hot chocolate or coffee, and let's get started.
We forgot what you came for, and in the coffee shop just next door, we talked for hours on end.
Make sure you all stick around to the end of the video, because decorating is definitely a process. So you're gonna see me put things in places and then come back to it and just change it up a little bit. And so make sure you stick around so you guys can see just how everything turns out. I also wanted to share these M&Ms. They're mint flavored. They are delicious. I don't think I've ever had them before, and so I went ahead and just put those in a really beautiful clear bowl that I picked up from at home. I just had one open up by me, and it had a really beautiful gold rim on it, and so I just put some really festive colored Christmas colored candies in there, and I've been snacking on them every single day. They're absolutely delicious. So I went ahead and got a few pretty pieces of decor put out on my kitchen island, and I'm just kind of all over in today's video. As I'm getting ideas, I'm bouncing around. That's just kind of how I decorate. It's my process. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to these shelves. I really struggle with these, and I was really trying not to let that get to me. So we're going to keep it super simple and less is more this year while putting out decor. Moving on to the other set of shelves, this is just the other side, and it's the opposite side of shelves here in my family room on either side of my TV. And now I'm just going to go to this side and try and balance out what I've started on the other side, and then I'll kind of go back and forth until it looks right and feels right. And as I mentioned, this is definitely a start. I will continue to add or move things around here. So make sure you guys are subscribed and stick around until my home tour, because the home tour will be like the actual finished product. So definitely stick around. And if you guys are enjoying today's video, I would love if you could hit that thumbs up button for me really quickly while you're here. This is the exact reason I love doing what I do and decorating for fall and for Christmas. I just really want to focus on building memories, and I love that the boys want to pitch in and help and decorate sometimes, especially my youngest, Colton. If you're new here, that was him in the blue shirt, and he is definitely that type of personality that loves to be a part of something. So if I'm down here decorating and doing things, you will definitely find him not too far behind. So he came down and asked if he could help put this little tree up, and of course I said yes, because I want them, like I mentioned, to just remember this process and remember how I put all this fun stuff out for them to just make many memories.
Making our Christmas memories.
I've said this before, but I really feel like every year my style is just maturing and changing a little bit, and I'm just so happy to finally kind of have a theme, I guess you can call it, that I'm really happy with, and I'm just not going in blindly and throwing up decorations everywhere and using everything that I own. I'm being very mindful of what I'm putting out, and I just learned that I don't need to put out every decoration that I own. So let's go ahead and move into the tree. I am so excited to share that my tree is lit and glowing in all her glory. Over the weekend, my husband was able to take the time to play with the plugs. He got everything plugged in where it needed to be, and the tree is shining. So I'm so sorry that it is not glowing in today's video, but it will definitely be lit up in my next coming videos. And I'm just using these picks that I've shared in my previous Christmas haul to add to the tree to just kind of jazz it up a little bit. I put the white berries at the top around the star, and then I'm just using these darker burgundy red berries throughout the tree to just give it a little bit of life and color. I wanted to show you guys my beautiful snow globe, but not only is it stunning to look at, it holds such a special place in my heart. I picked this up a couple years ago now, and a portion of the proceeds went to St. Jude's Hospital, and that just made me feel so good inside that not only was this snow globe so stunning to look at, but it had such a beautiful purpose behind it. Who remembers my DIY dehydrated orange slices? Today we're going to be actually using them. We crafted these in my part 1, so if you missed that video, make sure you go back after this one and catch up and watch it. It brings you up to date to everything that we're starting with in today's video. So I went ahead and just dehydrated these orange slices, and when I've done this before, I did string them into garland, but this year I decided to just place them in my mantle garland, and then whatever I had left I could use for whatever. But I just like the fact that I can put these in a baggie and save them for another year, like next year or however long these last. I'm not too sure, but I feel like stringing them into garland kind of just made them into one thing. Leaving them just in individual slices, I feel like opened up so many other ways to use these.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week.
I could not be more excited to decorate this coffee table. This is brand new. If you're new here, I just got this new coffee table a couple of days ago. I did have an ottoman, and although I love the coziness of an ottoman, how you can just tuck it up into the couch, I missed having a nice wide hard surface. I do a lot of work on here. I can decorate it. We have more room for snacks and beverages when we entertain. So it's just really nice to have a oversized coffee table again. And I was just so excited to bust out some decorations. Now, this clip is definitely trial and error, so hang with me, but I end up loving how it comes out.
Cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
You all know I love keeping it real with you, and here's a little behind the scenes. I did this in my last video and so many of you were cracking up. So that was the drive and motivation between getting up off the couch and getting this done tonight. I couldn't live like this anymore. So with a little bit of editing magic, we went ahead and finally got the decor pulled out that I wanted to use, and I was able to put the rest of the bins away, and now I don't have to live with this chaos in my downstairs. It was so awful and driving me absolutely insane. So kind of catching back up to real time now, I was just kind of dusting off some surfaces so I can set my robot vacuum to clean. So you will kind of see that rolling around in the background of the remaining portion of this video, and it's actually kind of fun to watch it work.
Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around.
If you don't already follow me over on Instagram, make sure that you do. It was so fun sharing so many sneak peeks as I was filming this video, and my excitement was real. My DMs were blowing up because you guys were cracking up over my excitement. I was literally a kid on Christmas morning when I was setting up this little Christmas village. All this I already owned, with the exception of the snow blanket that I put down first and these little deers that I picked up from Target. They were just too precious, but all of these metal houses and white houses I've already owned, and same thing with the little mini Christmas trees. And since I had this sideboard, and we've had this for a few months now, I now have an area to put up a nice little village. So I was so excited to do this for the boys, and make sure you guys stay tuned for the next few clips a little bit closer to the end of this video and see the boys' reaction. It seriously is exactly why I do this.
Saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Oh, oh, yeah. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard.
The table is the last thing that I'm going to clean off and put together tonight, but this is honestly just a temporary setup here. I think it looks really nice and it's simple, but make sure you guys stay tuned for a Christmas home tour because I do move things around a lot, and I know this is not the final result. So make sure you guys stick around and subscribe and stay tuned for that upcoming video because I do want to do a very beautiful Christmas tablescape, and I love creating tablescapes. So I've been on Pinterest and getting inspiration and getting ideas. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this Santa and these trees, they're not necessarily staying here. It's just a really nice, simple setup to finish off this space until I can get to doing that tablescape after Thanksgiving.
Christmas tree.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back. I'm so excited you guys are here. Today we're going to be doing a Get It All Done Christmas edition, and we're going to be doing all the things festive, fun Christmas. And I'm so excited to share it with you today. We're going to be doing some satisfying cleaning, some decorating. Let's go ahead and get started here in the kitchen. First, we're going to kick off this video with making over my coffee bar area. It's been just a catch-all. I more so just throw things down on it and ignore it, forget that it's there, other than making my coffee in the morning. But we're gonna change that right now. I wanna give you guys just a really quick overview of some stuff that I laid out to possibly use in this area. We're not gonna be using everything, but it's nice just to lay it out and then slowly pull from it as I go. And I love how it came out, so let's go ahead and get started. Several of the things that you're going to see me use in my coffee bar today are pretty much just from Target and TJ Maxx. That candy cane cake stand was from Tractor Supply, I think 2 Christmases ago. And I'm really sad about this Ray Dunn canister. The lid broke last year, but it's so cute. I still wanted to keep it. I figured maybe you can even use it on the counter as a crock and put your cooking utensils in it next to your stove on the counter. Super festive and fun. And I really wanted to share with you guys this Target find. This is a coffee advent calendar. So it's 24-day countdown and each day is a coffee. And then I just got pretty standard chocolate ones for my 2 boys, but Mama needs one too. So I just wanted to show you guys how fun that was. I think it was $19.99 and I just picked it up from Target just a few days ago. So if you guys have a Target near you, I'm sure that they still have these in stock.
And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay.
Of course, before we get to decorating, I'm going to wipe down the counter and the backsplash, and then I need to clean my Keurig. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I'm going to clean it from the outside and the inside, so stick with me and you guys will see just how gross this was. As you can see, the drip tray needed to be washed pretty badly, so I'm going to just wash this by hand, and then the rest of the machine, I'm just going to wipe it down with a cloth and a multi-surface spray, and then we will run a descaling cleaning K-cup through it too.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this.
Now, I always have my Amazon storefront link down below in the description box, and there's a section for cleaning supplies, and I have linked up all of my favorites that I love to use, and these cleaning K-cups for your Keurig are on there. They're amazing. I believe they're even under $10, and I usually just use 1 K-cup about once a month, and then I run it through twice. So this is going to be the first round, and then you guys will see how much better it is after.
Cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Doesn't matter
is falling, all the windows in the rain is pouring.
I have had my eye on this Hearth and Hand tray for quite some time, and I should have got it a long time ago. I was watching my dear friend Cass and Home, and I saw she had picked this up and was decorating with it, and I knew next time I went to Target that I also had to grab it. It is so beautiful, and it's something you can use all year round. Also, all the mugs you saw me use on that top tier, those are all from Target from over the last few years. These two glass canisters you see here are just from the Target dollar spot. I think I paid $3 each for these last season, but this is something that they do bring back time and time again. And these gingerbread sandwich cookies are so good, highly recommend. And these are usually back in the Christmas decoration section also at Target.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling, or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand you let me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
I went full Khloe Kardashian with those cookies, but how amazing do those look? All stacked up, all perfectly. I love how it looks. And these Christmas marshmallows are also, you guessed it, Target, and they're actually flavored vanilla. Even my oldest son, who isn't a fan of marshmallows, loves these, and they smell amazing. So if you guys see these whenever you are at your Target next, definitely grab some. I keep them handy for when we make hot chocolate.
It's white outside.
To spruce up this little coffee bar area, pun intended. Sorry, that was a really, really bad joke. Spruce, Christmas trees, no? Okay, anyways, I got these little trees. They're by the Hearth and Hand collection. I think it was $9.99 for 3 of them. And I'm just gonna kind of place them around the coffee bar to kind of bring in some natural greenery. You'll notice if you've watched my past Christmas videos, or not my past, but they're from this year, but I'll have them linked down below in case you missed it. I'm going with a lot of like natural tones, like dehydrated oranges, natural greens, natural reds, and wood tones. And I thought these little trees were perfect to pull that inspiration over to this coffee bar.
All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you.
This year, I'm trying to keep the stress very minimal, so I started shopping very, very early, and I want to start wrapping earlier too. That way, I'm not left on Christmas Eve wrapping 100 different things and just getting overwhelmed. So I'm gonna sit down and wrap a few things that I picked up so far. My kids are home, they're running around the house, so I'm not wrapping any of their gifts. But these are all things that I pick up for my family, my nieces and nephews. So I'm just gonna lay everything out and get some wrapping done, and then that way I can just wrap a little at a time and I don't get too overwhelmed. And I figured I would give you guys just a really, really quick overview of some of the things that I picked up, again, for my nieces and nephews this year. They range from like 3 years old up to 9 years old. So these are some great ideas if you need some gift inspiration. I only have the one niece. My 2 other nieces are much older, so no toys for them. I'll do something else. But these are definitely for the younger kids. So if you need any ideas, I thought I would go ahead and just give you a few.
Christmas to you. Merry Christmas.
Oh, how I wish I could speed this up in real life. So I'm only gonna give you guys like a minute and a half of wrapping, but I wanted to ask you all how you're doing on your holiday shopping this year. Have you started? Are you finished? Let me know down below. I know there's definitely a mixture of some. You either shop really early or super duper last minute. So let me know down below in the comments, which one are you? Are you the one that gets a jump on your Christmas shopping and just gets it done and out of the way? Or are you that person that just thinks, oh, I have time, and then before you know it, it's Christmas Eve and you are left scrambling, running around? I'm so curious to know. And it's just crazy how kids know when, like, maybe you're doing something in the kitchen with sweets, and in this case, wrapping presents, because my boys are so excited about Christmas, but I'm really trying to drive the real reason of the season home for them and let them know, yes, the presents are very exciting, but it is not what Christmas is all about. But I also understand that they're young and it is exciting. So they somehow found out that I was wrapping these gifts and came down and wanted to just spectate and ask all the questions.
We're tracing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating.
I'm feeling so festive and inspired this year, and I'm still decorating. So even after today's video, make sure you guys stick around if you're not subscribed, because I'm gonna be sharing some more decorating and things that I'm doing around my home. And I'm just so happy that I'm choosing to take my time and do it really slow. And I want to do the same with these presents. We're not making them all like jazzed up and beautiful with bows today. I'm just doing the wrapping, and then I'm going to go back and I maybe want to do some homemade yarn pom-poms, do some ribbons, some really beautiful bows and stuff like that. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because I definitely want to go back and make these presents all nice and festive and fun. Now that those gifts are all wrapped, I really want to shift focus to my tree and start pulling out some of my ornaments and just kind of laying out what I have, because it's so easy to forget what you pick up in prior years. And I didn't want to use everything that I owned. I just wanted to pull out things that I really wanted to go with my theme that I chose this year. So I'm just giving you guys a really quick overview of what I'm thinking about using on my tree this year.
To wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Yeah.
So these clips are definitely more do as I say, not as I do. You can tell I was definitely extra excited to decorate my tree this evening, because I totally forgot to start with my garland. So that is definitely a rule of thumb. You want to start with your garland, or maybe you're wrapping your tree in ribbon. You definitely want to do that before you put your ornaments on. In my case, I have a pre-lit tree, so I didn't have to worry about lights. So definitely start with your lights and then do your garland or your ribbon, and then move on to your largest pieces. So on my tree, I have these beautiful oversized matte white and shiny white. It's a mix of them. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby, and I think they were only $9.99 for a small box of them. So I'm going to put my oversized ornaments on first, and then I'm going to go in with the ornaments that I have several of and place them evenly all around my tree. I wanted to mention that I do have 2 trees in my house. We have a second tree up in the loft area where the kids hang out and play a lot, and that's where we're going to be doing more of like the family style tree with a lot of our ornaments that hold a lot of meaning and that are really, really special. And then the tree down here is more for looks and beauty. So yes, we do decorate our tree as a family, just not the tree down here. We reserve that for our tree upstairs, and we're going to be doing that this week. And so whenever that's done and I'm upstairs in one of my upcoming videos, I will show you guys how that one comes out. I more give the kids free reign of that one, and then my OCD can go full-fledged on this one. So I didn't have everything that I needed to finish my tree this night. So I'm gonna show you guys where I left off this evening, and then I'm going to insert a clip here of the next day when I was able to go out and pick up the things that I needed. And I'm just so happy with this tree. As you can see, I picked up some of this beautiful ivory and brown plaid ribbon. This is just from Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off, so it was only a couple dollars. I picked up some of these beautiful vintage looking Santa ornaments that you see right here. I thought that just brought in a very subtle pop of color with the red in his hat, and it complemented the dark red in the cranberry picks that I put in here. And I'm just so pleased with how this tree came out. Let me know down below what you guys think. Let's bring in some festive, fun treats. I'm so excited to share both of these ideas with you all today. I mean, I can't take credit. I'll put the Pinterest links down below, but I did have to improvise a little bit, so it does have a Katie spin. But right now I'm going to be showing you guys how to make what I call Grinch punch, and my kids are absolutely obsessed. And I wanted to even mention my kids don't drink soda. They don't like anything carbonated, to be honest with you, but the Sprite in this is so subtle that they didn't even mind it. So this is definitely kid friendly, and feel free to substitute any of this to something that suits you a little bit better. So all I did was take some of that red gel icing and line the top of the cup, and then dip it into some red sugar sprinkles. I'm going to do just a tiny drop or two of green food coloring to get it this nice Grinch green color. Now this recipe usually calls for lime sherbet, but my store was completely sold out. That whole ice cream section was pretty much wiped out. So the next best thing was this colorful ice cream, and it was really good, and it still looked really, really festive. I did a scoop of that, and then you're going to do a little bit of a Sprite float on top, and look how festive and fun these are. It totally looks like Christmas, reminds us of the Grinch, and you guys will see how much my kids loved them. And I made sure I did them in smaller portions, that way it wasn't too much sugar and a crazy overload. But just imagine making these on Christmas Day. I know everybody will love them. Next, we're going to be making some Rudolph Rice Krispie treats and making little reindeer faces. They are so cute. So all we're basically going to be doing is making some Rice Krispie treats and then jazzing them up for Christmas. And like I said, this is a get it all done Christmas edition, so we are going for it. So I'm just going to heat up my pot really quick, add the butter, and once that's melted down, I'm going to throw in my marshmallows. I'm even going to throw in a little bit of vanilla to really be extra, and then I will show you how to decorate these. If you have a round cake pan or maybe a deep enough pie dish, I would use that versus a square. It's just going to make it a lot easier to make the shapes that you need for the little reindeer faces. So I just pressed the Rice Krispie treats into one of my round silicone cake pans and I let those cool for about an hour, and then I cut them in like a pie and then pulled them out into triangles and just used some more of that gel icing to use as a glue for pretzels for little antlers, and then just use a little bit of green sugar sprinkles on top, and then again using the icing to put the little nose on and the little googly eyes. I had these little eyes left over from Halloween. I made a really cute Halloween dessert, and you have yourself a little Rudolph reindeer. That is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this style video. I know I had a ton of fun making it, so if you enjoyed it, I would love if you could hit that like button, and if you aren't subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you and invite you to hit that subscribe button before you leave today.